Paul Pogba, and then we say we're doing something to fight against racism.
I mean, we do talk a lot about racism on this program and indeed, elsewhere in the media. And, the government is constantly trying to do things to combat it. I mean, things are in place. They may not be working, but it's not as if people have been sitting idly by doing nothing.
Well, Pogba got racially abused, and I've been done 10 interviews already. I've not done one interview about the social climate in the inner cities. So as much as it's saying we are doing something about it, it seems that the people who can do something about it, the elite group of people, of which I'm one, who people want to talk to me, they just want to talk to me about how terrible it is in football. And I'm not doing it anymore because I'm talking about let's try and do something in society to help those young, impoverished kids who aren't being given opportunities. But unfortunately, enough people don't want to talk about that.
We all want society to be fairer, but it's also very difficult to make that happen. So you've got to start somewhere.
We are members of society first. We're not racist members of football fraternity and then society second. We're members of society first, and until we tackle it in society, because if that young man was a milkman, would we say milkmen are racist? Why are we saying football fans are racist? They're not football fans. They're football fans second. They're ordinary members of society first, and that's what we have to tackle. And then they'll bring their discriminatory practices into any industry of which football is one.
And by putting it like that, is that letting football, whether it's the clubs or, the social media around football, is that letting them off the hook?
It's not letting anybody off the hook. It's putting everybody on the hook. It's letting everybody off the hook if we're going to say it's a problem in football, because everybody then absolves themselves of responsibility to say, how do I truly feel? I'll give you an example. If I was going to go to war, would I rather go to war with a skinhead with tattoos or a woman? Now, of course, I'm going to get myself in trouble if I say how I really feel. And don't blame me, because this is what society has wrongly shown me about different groups of people. So you cannot blame a racist person, never mind football fan, because this is what society has wrongly shown him. He spoke about on the tweet, about slavery and going back to where he came from. This is what society has wrongly shown him for 200 years and continue to show him. So how can we blame him? We have to target the cause of why he feels the way he does, which is going to take a long time, but we're not starting to do it, because all we're doing is pointing the finger at football and saying football has to get its house in order. And football can't control the way people think.
Okay, if it's about reforming society, where would you start?
You'd start in schools, and you start with the media. You'll start with not having headlines like blonde-haired, blue-eyed angel turns into mass killer. As if because he's got blonde hair and blue eyes, he can't be a killer. That is obviously presupposing that because he's blonde hair and blue-eyed, he should be better than that. Whereas if you are black or if you are a Muslim, then it's okay for you to do that. And this happens every day.
Do you think society's become more racist?
No, it's not become more racist. It's not become more racist. There are platforms whereby you can show your racism or your racial bias or your sexism or your homophobia. There are more platforms, but it hasn't changed at all, because we've not started to address the real problem of the way we have been conditioned to see other groups of people. All we're doing is trying to pass laws, and passing laws is not going to change racism at all.
John Barnes, thank you very much.
Thank you.